Hi there, I thought I'd give you a quick update on how my home studio is going. It's only a little tiny studio, but I like it, and I've been doing a lot of work from home here during lockdown. You can see the cat waiting to get in, even though the back door is open. That's Oscar, there he is. Behind me there is all our laundry, which I won't be showing you, don't worry. So we start off with my posters here for my retro gaming. We've got one of my favourite retro games there for the PC, Curse of Monkey Island. My Atari 2600 manual, and a really nice Game Boy patent that my brother-in-law got me. Then we move down to TV, Sony Bravia, quite an old one, but does the job definitely. And this was a Facebook Marketplace purchase, not very much, I don't think, 40 quid, 30 quid, something like that. This is how I'd like my studio to look eventually. I can dream. Then moving down to another Facebook Marketplace purchase, I got these for 30 quid, I think they were, M Audio speakers. Don't think they're powered ones, but they do have a nice sound to them. And an old and very scratched M Audio M-Track 2x2M, which is my audio interface. Works pretty well, does the job. My Korg Micro Key MIDI keyboard that was gifted me by my very generous wife years and years ago, and I've only just got it out of the garage. It's been there for a while, so I need to set that up with my door. That's my next job. Then Logitech Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. Really like this. Got it from Sainsbury's a while back, and the only problem with this is there's one key there, which is a bit wonky. But apart from that, it works really, really well. Every home office should have one of these, a label maker. I'll show you why in a minute. I absolutely love label makers, make me far too excited. Anchor, that's not me. Anchor Bluetooth speaker, really like that. Another Christmas present, I think that was. The Raspberry Pi 4 there. Great little machine. Got all my emulators and stuff on it. And that's a really nice case for it I got as well. So I run all my emulators through there. And then at the back here, we've got all the various detritus. We've got the USB splitter. And we have a Raspberry Pi 3, which I'm working on at the moment. I've just got Raspbian working on that, so like a normal computer. I have just found a video that is for making your Raspberry Pi into a Windows 98 machine. So there's no reason to do it, but I'm really looking forward to doing that for some reason. Then this is how I capture my game footage. We have this cheapo AV to HDMI thing where you put your RGB cables in there. It outputs to upscaled to 720p or 1080p. It only seems to work on 720 for some reason, but that's not too bad. Yeah, that goes into a HDMI, which then goes down here to another new acquisition, the Game Capture HD, an old Elgato. It's a fairly old one, but it certainly works. It seems to at the moment, although I can't seem to get any HDMI into it. It has to go through something else first, so I don't know what that's about. Then we have a lot of cables and mess down here, which I need to clean up, and we have my 16 quid really nice tape machine that I got from an auction house, I think, about 10 years ago. Still working really well. Nice to listen to my my tapes on there. These are the programs I use to record my music on, so the main ones anyway. So getting past all the work ones like Zoom, etc. Blooming Zoom. Audacity, free piece of software, definitely worth getting for anyone starting out in audio production or anything like that. Very, very simple to use. Has without all the bells and whistles, works really well. Then I have HitFilm Express, really good and totally free film editing software which I've been using for my YouTube clips. This one is supposed to make your phone into your webcam, but I've not managed to get it working yet. Then we have Reaper. I'm absolutely obsessed with Reaper at the moment. Great free to begin with piece of software. I'm still in my trial period and working out how I'm going to afford. I think it's 60 quid or something for the full thing, which I'm assured is a really cheap DAW apparently. But yeah, another really easy to use, very accessible piece of software for recording your music on. And this is a song I've been working on for an old band of mine who were called Frank is Dead, dark comedy punk band, a little bit like Half Man Half Biscuit type thing. And yeah, this is an old song of mine that I used to play with them called Last Refuge of the Damned, which I'm hoping to re-release on my next solo album, hopefully, if I can remix it nicely enough. But yeah, this is the main software that I've been using for music production. It's up to connected to my wife's laptop. Behind that we have the Atari 2600, which I did a bit of a video about not long ago. Printer, exciting stuff. Then we have handhelds on the top, PSP, original Game Boy, and I've got the Game Boy Advance as well, which is never here because I'm always playing on it. It's definitely my favourite at the moment for playing on, so it's in the other room where I've been playing it. I've just relabeled. I was talking about how important label makers are. It took me ages to work out that I could put some at the top and some at the bottom so that I had more space. Yeah, it takes me a while to get these things into my head. But yeah, we have this RGB splitter, which, as you can see, we've got Atari 2600, the NES, Mega Drive, SNES, Atari ST, PS2, PSP, and Tape Machine there. So those are all different buttons there to play through them all. So then we have the NES, which unfortunately, again, even though I fixed it, has got the blinking red light of death, which if you have a NES, that's happened to you before. Then probably my favourites, the Mega Drive. I've just been playing Streets of Rage, which I did a retro play video on recently. Then moving down to the SNES, which works, but I need to get a cable for it. I've lost my RGB cable, so that's another thing I need to do in the near future when I've got a little bit of money, is to get a new cable to set that up to the telly. Moving down, we have the mighty PS2, the Xbox 360, which I definitely need to get some games for, some plectrums, always important. This is a box full of joysticks and things. Talking of joysticks, there's one of my favourite from a kid, the Quickshot Atari ST, and here is the Atari ST in question. Unfortunately, I've not been able to get that to work into RGB yet, so I'm using that as RF at the moment. Then we have my collection of loose games, my collection of boxed games, and then paperwork and stuff at the bottom. Then moving over, my stalwart piece of hardware, the GH2 Panasonic, really old but great camera to use for videoing. So I use that for all my videos on YouTube, apart from this one, which is on my iPhone. Then I've got a ring light there, which is okay, but I need to get some much better lighting, I think. It's not so bad today when it's nice and sunny, but when I'm trying to do productions at night, it doesn't really do the job, so I need to get something a lot better. Any recommendations, let me know. We have this piece of kit here for, I've got a, at the moment I've been recording some guitar, so we've got a condenser mic, which is an MXL, which I got like a, I'll show you in a bit, but I got a pack of two microphones. I think it was like 100 quid or something, so not too bad, ages ago, and the condenser mic on it's pretty good. The vocal mic's not brilliant, to be honest, so I need to invest in something a bit better. But yeah, the condenser mic is great, and I use it for all my guitars and things like that. Pop shield for when I have got the vocal mic on. Then I've got this like laptop stand which I use for when I'm doing videos where I need to video particular objects, like my vinyl videos and stuff like that. So it's got a nice sort of lip on it there that I can put records onto, and also I sometimes put my M audio onto there as well, so it's double whammy. Then at the back I've got my mics. So this is my oldest mic. I think I've had this for about 15 years. It's a Behringer. Really nice sound, but I must be doing something wrong because it has a lot of background noise when I'm using this, so I need to find a way of using it better. Probably got the settings wrong, but it's a Behringer B1 diaphragm mic that I use for vocals sometimes, and I've put a bit of bandage on the back so that it's not picking up the back as well as the front, and a couple of pop shields that I keep in there. That did have a holder, but it's snapped, doesn't work anymore, so that's that. And then we have that MXL I was telling you about, so this is where the condenser mic fits in, but also the vocal mic, which I use for demos and stuff. MXL 440, or however you say it. Not a bad mic, it's okay. But yeah, I do need to invest in a better one. And there's the attachment for it. Hate this carpet. I will eventually get a nicer carpet for this. Yeah, put those away. And lastly, not the chair, we have my two guitars that I'm using at the moment. A Gretsch Streamliner Electric. Love this guitar. I got it for my 40th birthday a couple of years back. Love this guitar. Really good for recording on. I do have other electric guitars, but they're gathering dust in the garage at the moment. Hopefully in bags and stuff, so they're all right. And my trusty Takamine G Series budget model Dreadnought. so many words to describe this guitar. It's my acoustic, my electroacoustic. Unfortunately, it's not electro anymore. I don't know what's happened to it, but it doesn't really plug in, but I'm hopefully going to fix that eventually. And behind that we have my little practice amp. Ooh, hello. Which is the Fender Mustang. Yeah, Fender Mustang 1. Really nice tones I get off this little. You don't have to have a big amp, I don't think. Certainly when you're working in a little home setup, this definitely does the job of some nice tones on a budget amp. So yeah, definitely like that one. So yeah, that was a quick update on how my little home studio is shaping up at the moment. So I've got my retro games set up for my retro play videos. I've got my MIDI keyboard and telly and all that for hopefully making some more music in the future. And there's my mic setup as well for recording narration for my videos and also for recording my music. So thank you very much for that. I hope you've enjoyed watching my little introduction with my studio, such as it is. Any recommendations for what I should do to improve my home studio, do let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.